Okay. Just a recap of my trade today. Give me 1 second. All right, quick recap. So, daily and weekly, we're obviously bullish. Okay, we're bullish on both those time frames. Prior to market open, we were still trading below the previous daily high, so that was a target for buys. I wanted to see that get taken out so I could potentially take a short. Now, the reason I was okay with taking a short here was because we're at all-time highs. And I know that sounds like counterintuitive. However, my mindset is, yes, I'm bullish on pretty much every time frame, literally every single time frame. Okay? You can't not be because we're at all-time highs. However, I was waiting for that previous daily high to get swept because after that, there's no liquidity left. None. For a longer term trade, I was looking to target this low and this low because they're very smooth lows. And you could also see how lethargic price is coming up here. I didn't target that for my intraday trade, but that was something that I was potentially looking at. It doesn't look too good right now, obviously. So the way my trade played out is, well, number one, let me just point this out. I noticed a sweep here, right? Because my model was present here. My model was present on the 5 minute here. You got a sweep, rally, and then I was hoping on a demo. I was only demoing this. This could have been a buy though as well on a live account. You don't get tagged in here. Well, actually, yeah, you don't. So it just missed tagging me in, and then it swept. So when it came back down here, you could have bought, but I wasn't willing to because we had already swept the high. Just something to note on the buy side of things, and I was on top of that when I was trading. Now, let's get to the sell. Okay, the actual trade. So we swept everything. There's nothing to come. Once we swept the previous daily high, there's no liquidity left remaining on the upside. Literally zero. So yes, could we have just continued to rally? Sure, that's a possibility, 100%. And if that happened, hopefully it didn't happen with me in a trade. Hopefully it just, it took off, and then it's a no trade day for me, right? But we swept, and then we got some nice distribution. We broke structure. I got in off of the closest fair value gap, but also accounted for the fair value gap above, right? In hindsight, people might be like, oh, well, you should have had your stop loss here. No, okay, because it very well could have came all the way up to here and then continued lower. It just didn't choose to fill that fair value gap. So I got in off the nearest one, accounted for the whole gap though, okay? You can see it better on the 5 minute, this whole gap, okay? Took partials when we came here and swept that liquidity. Kept my stop loss where I had it set already. And then it continued to rally lower. I think on the 5 minute, so I took, it was a 9 contract, so I took 5 off here, and I took 1 off here when we took this low, and then the rest got me out. So nice winning trade today. And then obviously you can see clearly I took profit at a key area there, right? Really, what they were targeting was the 930. Anyone that bought and had their stop loss under here at 930. That's who they targeted, and then they were rallying higher. Now we'll see what the rest of the day does. I wouldn't imagine too much considering CPI is tomorrow. But yeah, it's a nice call here and great setup, nice trade. So